Alright, so here we are for match number 1. Won the Daro, we're on the play. We got no blue mana, so we have to mulligan. Alright, we mulligan into a pretty decent looking hand. I'm going to keep this one. It's a little bit awkward because we don't have double white mana. So I think we could ditch Island or Hyena Umbra. I think I might actually ditch the Island. I think I want to keep Force of Negation. It's a very, very powerful card. The chance we just top deck a blue card and pitch it, pretty high. Spy Bluff Canal, is this Storm? Oh, into Serum Visions. It's looking a lot like Storm. I'm really happy I have counter magic for this matchup. Very, very important. I wonder if I could shortcut to your channel somehow else. Followed. Thought I already followed you. Why is it not letting me follow? Alright, what's he done with the scries? One top, one bottom. Deface sites, yeah, okay. Well, we do find a mana source here. So you're going to take a little bit of damage to play double aura. Attack for 3. And then hopefully we find a blue card to start interacting with our opponent's stuff. Counter like gifts or something and be in a pretty strong spot. So ideally we draw a card draw aura, which draws us into more blue auras, and then we get like sort of an engine going for our interaction without too much detriment to our aggression. Alright, so here comes the Serum Visions. This one top, one bottom. And he's missed a land drop. Wow. You mean to tell me he topped a card and then didn't make a land drop for the turn? That's pretty wild. Alright, well, we draw some more white auras, so let's keep on jamming on the pressure. Opponent with the Triumph for Jeskai mana. So, yep, going on our guy. Attack our opponent for 6 here, and then put them to 11. Still haven't found interaction, life gain. A blue card. It's a little bit sad. Why can't I find this site here? This is so bizarre. Blood Sun. Okay, so this isn't Storm at all. This is gonna have like the Madcap experiment into Platinum Empyrean. Aqueous Form, finally we find something, but we might actually want to just slow roll this and counter the Madcap experiment, so let's just use that to pitch to Force of Negation and we're all dandy. So this is the turn. Lotus Field, bam! Look at this value. Look at this Blood Sun Lotus Field value. OP, OP. What's he doing? Teferi? No. So, like, if we let that resolve, there's a chance he untaps, and then he's got Cryptic Command up for during our turn. I just don't want any of that nonsense. We'll counter it now. We kill him on the attack. Easy peasy. Alright, opponent concedes. Bargain. Let's go. There's a chance that he could sideboard into that Madcap experiment package, even though we didn't see it there. I think Brazen Burrow is probably sufficient, because bouncing's like as good as pathing the creature, right? Surgical Extraction also has play. Tail's End is reasonable. Cards to sideboard out. I mean, I haven't seen Engineered Explosives effects in these lists, but I think maybe going down a little bit on 2 drops isn't going to be too bad. Probably, kind of like Aqueous Form, actually. Take out Sentinel's Eyes. Or say Sentinel's Eyes gets us around counter magic. Why do I like all my auras? What a problem to have. Well, I guess Tails of End is probably pretty bad against them. They usually use that as a secondary interactive piece for their Lotus Land. Alright, let's go ahead and just submit this one. Get into it. Awesome hand. So much better than what we had last game. Let's go. Good clock with Ethereal Armor. Card draw with Curious Obsession. Interaction on Force. Daybreak Coronet for any life gain that we might need. This hand's got everything. Alright, opponent's starting things off with the Serum Visions by the looks of things here. Explosives on 1? No. No. Not happening. Goodbye, Curious Obsession. Goodbye. Not letting him do that shit to me. Oh no, if that was in the graveyard, we'd be able to surgical it away. The two card combo, little pow. Oh well. No matter. Creatures down, and we pass the turn. This is like, Surgical's mostly in there for like a Snapcaster target, or if they're mucking around with Mystic Sanctuaries. They're probably not mucking around with Mystic Sanctuaries though, because their deck doesn't play fetch lands. Fetch lands are dissynergistic with Blood Sun because you can't crack them. Alright, go ahead. Ethereal Armor down. Attack for 2. I guess we can get like Anger of the Gods tier or something, but you know, whatever happens, happens. Three mana, Blood Sun. Sure. Enters the battlefield. Gets that card draw. Alright, what do we get? Ethereal Armor, like super lame. We can't cast both Coronet and Ethereal Armor here. I don't really want to get Cryptic blown out for like losing my Daybreak Coronet. I think I want to just like slow roll this a little bit. Attack for 5. Slow roll it, like attack for 5 instead of 6, you know. So. Hurts not having that Curious Obsession here. That's now 2 card draws we've missed from it, but definitely worth countering the explosives. Sort of thing where if there's Daybreak Coronet with Staggering Insight instead, you just pitch a Staggering Insight, although I guess Staggering Insight draws us cards just like Curious Obsession does, so it's much of a muchness. Alright, opponent using Valakut Awakening. See how many cards he chooses to go for. He goes for all 5 and draws 6 cards. Look at that value. Spy Bluff Canal. Doesn't even have a Lotus Land after all that. Okay. Well, I'm alright with this. We find Bogle. Well, I think Bogle stays in hand to reload after an Engineered Explosives, or to pitch to a Force of Negation if we draw one. Alright, well, we have a pretty good clock here. He has to do something to stabilize this turn. The old upkeep cryptic because he's scared of force negation. That's exactly what this is. You know what? To play around his force negation, I can't exile while this is on the stack. That sucks. All right, let's go to end step. I'm gonna try and end step surgical this one, and I'll do the clicks as fast as possible in case he skipped the turn. Alright, no more cryptic shenanigans happening. We know his whole list now. There's the Madcap skills. We predicted that. And he's got it. With 2 Platinum Empyreans coming in. Exile this one from the graveyard for good measure. Still got... Okay, he's got no engineered explosives left either. So literally his best play is... get out a Platinum Empyrean and don't block. And then eventually we draw Brazen Borrow. I'm not playing this Windswept Heath from hand because we can't crack it anyway. Opponent with a Shark Typhoon here. That's absolutely fine. Just Shark Typhoon for 1. Wow. Well, we've got this one in the bag. It's just a matter of time. Maybe a Teferi, Time Raveler, or a Hero of Dominaria, like, sort of bounces and then they can counter stuff. They've only got 2 Force Negations in the deck, though. Cycling the other Shark Typhoon as well. Okay. So we know about Blood Sun, Cleansing Wildfire, and Valakut Awakening in hand. Those aren't revealed. Okay, that's interesting. And we're not drawing much. Alright, we'll attack for 10. Opponent with 1 Shark Typhoon left in library. I guess we can play this to start attacking wide, deal those extra 1, 2, 3 points of damage. Hallowed Fountain in play, untapped. Look at that gas. Wonder if this removes the damage from me tapping it, or can I just not tap it? I guess I can't tap anything until I have priority. Opponent, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. That can bounce an on-land permanent. He's not really targeting anything too menacing there. He's going for the draw effect, the untap effect. Not a bad draw. He has seen 3 cards since we peeked at his hand. Stole away all his cryptics. Okay, it still does 1 damage to me, apparently. Alright, well, we'll just attack our opponent. And then we'll find an Invisible Stalker as an extra attacking creature. I don't really see a need to pressure the Teferi because we have a 2-turn clock now at this point. Alright, get that one down. And pass the turn. Alright, now the Teferi activation. And looks like they're going for their Valakut Awakening finally. No, wait, this is way more mana than that. They're just hard casting Platinum Empyrean. Okay, mad flex. Eventually we'll draw Brazen Borrower, we can bounce this and we'll get the win. And we can just attack down their Hero of Teferi, Hero of Dominaria in the meantime. Cleansing Wildfire, destroy target land, his own land. Alright. So, Cleansing Wildfire out of hand. Opponent has access to 4 mana here. Not too concerned about that though, given he's got nothing of relevance in his list. Alright, so we'll attack with our Big Bogle and our Stalker at the Teferi here. Get that one off the table, or get his Platinum Empyrean off the table. Guess he could Snapcast a Mage Chump Block? Yeah, okay, he's going for the Snappy here. We can still, like, deal 1 damage with Teferi, so this is fine. Cleansing Wildfire is a sorcery, so he's not going to be able to flash that one back here. Alright, Seachrome Coast comes into play untapped, I believe. Cool. I think it's just a matter of time. Everyone get a cup of tea, something to drink, sit down, be entertained, because we're going to get there, but it's going to be a little bit of a grind. Alright, here comes the Serum Visions now, after he cycled a Triome land, and he's bottom 2 cards. Of course, he then sequences the Teferi draw. Okay, Snapcaster Mage during his turn now. He's learnt from his mistake. Going for Cleansing Wildfire. No, going for Serum Visions. Alright. Thought he was going to Cleansing Wildfire his Flagstones of Trokthar. Trokar, however you say it. Alright, plays his second Blood Sun, which has been in hand for a little while. Gets a card draw. Active on Teferi. Yep. Cool. Well, I'll just go ahead and cast the Ethereal Armor here, because that's a pretty strong draw. Now we can pretty much guarantee the kill on Teferi within a couple of turns. Yes, if we attack with all 3 creatures at Teferi. I guess I didn't need to attack with the smaller Bogle. Alright, he's just taking that one. Alright, Teferi down. He might have a second one in hand anyway, but I really don't see how he's getting out of this one. Alright, hardcast a Shard Typhoon, and I guess he's going to get some more Shark tokens happening now. Madcap Experiment. Alright, there it is. You have all your Platinum Empyreans on the table now. Alright, no other Platinum Empyrean? You bricked? Wait, what? Platinum Empyrean in hand? You just did that for... Okay, well, I guess we just attack and gain some life here. Defaced, 13317. 254 viewers this time. I wonder what's going on here. Because now, I can't search you. I can't see the hosting. I wonder if this is like a third party watching thing, like someone's got me on Facebook or Discord or something. I still really appreciate everyone that's viewing. Thank you so much, Defaced. Really appreciate it. Another force of negation. Alright, well, keep attacking, keep gaining life. Opponent's gonna have a lot of trouble winning through all this life I've gained. I don't see anything in his deck that sort of allows him to get around all this. Can see a snapshot from when I surgical extractioned. He's made his way through pretty much everything except Teferi. Currently we're at 90 life. So I just go ahead and hardcast this one. Looking to counter the Teferi. Opponent can have his own negate or something as well. Alright, that just gets countered. Sweet. We'll take it. Blood Sun. Yeah, sure. Have your Blood Sun. I don't care about that card. Teferi is the only potential problem. Opponent with Madcap Experiment just for a Shark Typhoon token. We don't need to counter this. His 2 Platinum Empyreans are already on the board. There's a lot of sharks, a lot of flying sharks here. Oh, here it comes. In the air. 4 damage coming our way. There we go. Alright, let's see what sort of blocks he does. If he gets greedy here, we can actually get the kill. I think. Maybe not. Finding Brazen Borrower is good. We need to find the other one now, though, to deal with the second Platinum Empyrean. Is this another Teferi? Alright, well, this is his 3rd Teferi. Let's just go ahead and counter it. Gets another 5-power shark here. And we're going to take a bit of damage in the air now. On the plus side, it's not being left back on defense, so we can sort of net gain a lot of life here. High number is really sweet. Alright, we'll throw that down on our Bogle. Add a bit of power. Attack on in. Can now almost deal with double Platinum Empyrean. Blocking. We're also sort of gaining more life than what he's dealing in damage. Madcap Experiment, sure, whatever. You got it. There it is. Taking 18 damage. We deal 15 a pop. So I guess he's slowly beating us down, but we have time to draw interaction or more auras, which give us more life gain. Alright, we find an Invisible Stalker. That's sort of surplus here. I don't really think we can attack into this. We got 15 damage. If 4 of that there, then we have 7. If he just blocks with his shark tokens, we've got 12, 18, 21. I'm not sure if we're attacking profitably there. I think I might just let that one go. Send another Stalker to the ground. We are ahead on clock as well, which could be nice if it goes to a game 3. It's very time reveler now. Fucking hell, mate. Alright, well, I guess that one resolves. I'm gonna bounce my ethereal armor. Bounces his own blood sign. Yeah, that makes more sense. Now we can't instant speed shenanigans. We can, however, kill Teferi with our invisible stalker, so it was sort of like a one-turn wonder. And at this point, he's only got one big Teferi left in his deck. Maybe I should have left some more paths in. Just more draw, more routes to all of what's going on. Cleansing Wildfire, sure. Oh, he's going after my mana, finally. Okay, thank you for thinning my library. See, we have got... I guess we got a few lands left. We got a fair few good auras in there as well, though. I don't have any flying auras in this particular list. Here comes the Madcap experiments. That's what his fourth Madcap experiments now. It's gonna run out of things that gen shark tokens real soon. Man, just drawing like mono creatures here. This is pretty unfortunate. I guess we got Hyena Umbra down here, so we can be a little bit loose with our attack on our Bogle. If it deals with like 4 shark tokens, I'm kind of happy. Or if it deals with 1 Platinum Imperium, I'm even happier. Oh, wow. Wow, please do this. Please, please do this. Okay, sweet. So blocking order wise, we get an extra 7 damage after the first one, so we can kill a big shark and then a small shark or a Snapcaster Mage. I think I'm inclined to kill the flying creatures here. Then we take a bunch of damage, Hyena Umbra triggers, and we can look to get the kill next turn. Just leave Stalker in hand here. It really has no real need to go on the battlefield. I guess the only thing this is bad against is negate, really. Alright, Horde of Fly Sharks coming my way. We're at 98. I'll just count the damage afterwards. That's probably going to be easier. Alright, so we got a 67. So we took 21 damage there? No, 31 damage there. Alright, let's go ahead and try to bounce this. He could have a negate here. Alright, that resolves, and we get to attack for the win now. Cool. And in for the win. Well, that was a bit of a long match, that one. Opponent concedes. Alright, let's go. Long match 1. Match number 2 here, we won the Darrow on the play versus Parrot. Or Parrot. It's not exactly OT now, is it? Alright, so opponent's got a companion here, that's why we haven't seen our hand yet. He's probably on a Lurus deck. Yorion deck? Okay. No creature in our hand, we got a Mull. Alright, we keep this one here. I feel like bottoming the Aqueous form is going to pay off most of the time. Maybe not. Maybe we bottom the Hyena Umbra, because Aqueous form can pitch to force a negation. Alright, let's do that. Okay. Beautiful stuff. Most things like we want our Hyena Umbra for are gonna be... Jeez, I can't even think here. Most things we want our Hyena Umbra for are gonna be instants or sorceries counterable by force negation anyway. Alright, so we attack here. We'll always yield to this one. That card looks pretty reasonable. I'm gonna keep it on top. Any aura is good here. This looks like a Hatebear matchup, so you can sort of expect Skyclave apparitions, and they're going to interact with your auras on the board. So, like, we just want to keep chaining the auras out to deplete their, like, deplete the way they interact with us and win the game. Alright, so there's the white mana. This is probably the 80 card list that's like a blue-white Hatebear list. There's the Stoneforge Mystic. We can't stop the Stoneforge Mystic, unfortunately. But that one's going to come on down. Finds a Batterskull. Sure. Add a card waste? Yeah, sure. Sweet. Alright, well, let's pile on all our auras. Let's get them on out there. Yield. This time, I don't know, I might want to get a blue card for Force of Negation in case he plays a Teferi here. I think I'm probably okay putting this on the bottom, looking for a blue card. Alright, we find land instead, which, I mean, it's whatever, right? Opponent on 12. Skyclave Apparition, here he is. Going after Daybreak Coronet. Maybe Curious Obsession. I'm pretty sure he just goes after Daybreak, though. Alright, well, he's got a bit of a decision here. This isn't just straightforward. Also, us having Unblockable is annoying for him, too. I think priority number one is probably Curious Obsession. Maybe it's Daybreak Coronet. I guess Daybreak Coronet adds the clock. After that, they can go after Aqueous Form and then Curious Obsession. It's just like, it gives us so much card draw in that time. Maybe he wants to go for Aqueous Form and then Chump Block. And then he can get Daybreak Coronet, Chump Block, all that sort of stuff. Alright, well, we draw a land there, so that's kind of lame. I'm just going to crack this one pre-combat. Okay. Lead an Arbiter. Like, it's so not worth me doing this. I guess all of my auras are 2 mana, and yeah, okay. And yeah, I guess this is fine. I'm not drawing a card anyway this turn. I just want to affect this scry. So put this on the bottom. Deal our damage. I guess we could scry something we want to top and then use a fetch land to try and like filter it off if it becomes not relevant for the following turn. That's probably the best way to play it. Bonnie goes for the Thought Knots here, so I guess they get our Force Negation here. This looks like a mono-white Eldrazi in Tax's Yorion list. I guess he's going after my board now with Flicker Wisp, Skyclave Apparition. Yeah, okay. Pretty good value. Hopefully we draw an aura here now. Get something spicy happening. Yeah, I'll take that one. Attack for 8. Jump block away, my friend. Yeah, leading Arbiter is a fair pitch. This matchup is like, it can be pretty frustrating. At this point of the game, my opponent's probably favored to win, I reckon. Post-board, we have 2 Torpor Orbs, which are pretty good for us. We know one card in my opponent's hand is Batterskull. Sticked his vial all the way up to 4, which means potentially Restoration Angel. Potentially another Thought Knots here. Yeah, another Thought Knots here. Here it is. Well, we can still attack pretty comfortably into our opponent. He's forced to chump block here. At some point, hopefully he starts losing these Thought Knots here. We start drawing cards off them. Here comes the Batterskull as well. So at the moment he's looking to fog damage every turn with Batterskull, by the looks of it. He can make a big creature, which then might be like an 8-powered Thought Knots here to attack with, which might make it awkward to chump block, because if he has a Flicker Wisp type effect, or he's just ticked this up to 5, which means potentially Eldrazi Displacer. No, that's 3 mana. What's 5? Yorion's 5. So he's going to look to put Yorion to hand and blink his whole board. Not a fan of that. That's a bit scary. Alright. Not sure how we beat that. He's going to take the card from our hand. Skyclave Apparition's going to take another order again. And they're going to get another artifact off Stoneforge Mystic and a bunch of life. I don't know, maybe we need to concede. If we top deck Path here, that could be okay, because we can Path Skyclave Apparition in response. Really, like, the main issue here is we just flood it out. It's taken, some pretty decent cards off us here. He's done this second main instead of during my turn. I don't know if I agree with that. Oh, wait, they have to come back in his end step, do they? No, beginning of the next end step. Okay, okay. So I guess he doesn't want to bounce his Thought Knots here. Maybe he does. He just wants to chew through my deck a little bit. They just stay there. Oh, Batterskull comes back down and he gets another gem token. That's pretty funky. Alright, triggers galore. Ah, fuck, I lose my Daybreak Coronet to Flicker Wisp, Skyclave. Hopefully he doesn't know the interaction and doesn't like 3-for-1 me here. He knows the interaction. I get back a Hyena Umbra and pretty much need a top deck of Daybreak to have any hope. Even then, I'm not in a position where I can attack. Why'd Hyena Umbra go to hand instead of... Wait, what? Why'd Hyena Umbra remain exiled? I don't understand. Or did that happen in his end step, so I get it back in my end step? Yeah, okay. I guess we can sportingly play it out, but not a huge fan of what's going on at the moment. His reset is Ether Vial as well. I guess it could, like, pretty quickly turn around if we draw Path to Exile, get rid of Thought Knots here, draw Daybreak, attack. Now we got Fire and Ice to contend with as well on this Germ token. He gets to untap lands, shift everything across, and he's got protection from blue for the rest of the game. I don't see it. I think my opponent may have slightly misplayed here. What I can do is throw away an illusion token to draw a card off the Thought Knot. See, I lose a Hyena Umbra, but it does draw me deeper, which is probably important at this point. I should have used that other one to fog damage, because now I've taken... Yeah, okay. My bad. And we draw land there, of course. Yeah, no, we're just way flooded out this game. Fucking hell. And now here comes Feast and Famine as well. Opponent had it all. Holy shit. Oh, Maul of the Skyclaves? That's just as terrifying at this point. Alright. Man. Scary stuff. I think I can safely say Force Negation is absolute garbage here. Torpor Orb is good. Tail's End sort of does a similar function to Torpor Orb. Path is reasonable. Suppression Field is really good. Brazen Borrower is actually reasonable to me because it can interact at instant speed. Now, what do we want to trim on? Like, Cartouche of Solidarity can come out with taking out our forces. Not seeing like a huge amount we want to trim on. All our aqueous forms are really important here. Maybe something like Tail's End is just too greedy. Sentinel's Eyes is pretty important. Maybe we can trim on one though. Trim a Staggering. On the play, Staggering still seems pretty fucking good though. Could trim on a fetch land. Maybe I just don't want Tail's End. It can counter a trigger though from... I don't know, it seems kind of good. Maybe I don't want Brazen Borrower. Eight cards too many. Alright, let's remove his Sentinel's Eyes and his Spirit, Staggering Insight. Leave the Brazen Borrowers in with the rest of the package. It's actually 9 cards we brought in because we brought in a Path to Exile as well. It's a very large sideboard. Oh boy. Still pretty impressed with the deck though. Probably the wildest fact anyone will find out today. Did you know that foil Force of Negations on Magic Online are actually cheaper than non-foils? It's just a thing for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it's true. I'd actually purchased these 2 foil ones and I'm renting the 2 non-foils, but maybe I could switch to renting the foil ones because why not, right? Alright, so we're on the play of this game. Match 2, game 2. And taking a while to join us here. I guess this was actually bathroom break time. Also, host is while they're offline. Okay. I guess I can add that into my toolbox. Alright, so no creature hand here. We need a mulligan. Alright, we got a creature in this hand. We got an Invisible Stalker. I'm sort of more inclined to keep Invisible Stalker because it is unblockable. And I might actually bottom the Slippery Bogle here. Unblockable in this like matchup is pretty strong, right? I guess like probably my best way to win that last game was if I actually countered the Ether Vial with my Force of Negation. Would have been in a better spot to win it. So that's something to keep in mind. DeFay still hosting me for 109 viewers this time. I mean, I definitely love the exposure, guys. If any of you are there, look me up on Twitch, on Twitch, Foul Play FTW for the win. And yeah, can come and check out some of this live, help grow the channel. All right, opponent with an Eldrazi Temple. There it is. Oh, baby. All right. Stalker, you're waiting till turn 3. Let's get that Torpor Orb down, baby. Oh, of all the spicy draws, let's go. Oh, Drazi Displacer, so you can flicker some damage or whatnot. I'm not really that concerned about that stuff, so. I've done this wrong. I'm an idiot. Okay. Tapped my mana wrong. I was like, oh, I can conserve life if I tap Adhikar Waste for colorless, but yeah, that didn't conserve life at all. That netted me 1 damage. Till I'm getting a little bit sleepy now. It's been a bit of a long week. I'm back at work and I'm like readjusting to like not having a sleep schedule. Like my sleep schedule just died in the hole and just readjusting to all of that. So currently we are not winning the race, so I can't really see a reason to attack, so just leave this back and look to chump block. If my opponent wants to flicker his Thought Knots here, I still get to draw the card off it. Strength of Torpor Orb over a card like Hushbringer. Also, if we draw the Path to Exile, bam! That's not the Path to Exile. Alright, let's just continue this defense plan. Thought Knots here never looked so sad. Aven Mind Sensor, sure, whatever. Don't really care for Aven Mind Sensor. Watch him like filter through it. I'll just counter the triggered ability here. It's gonna be pretty funny if he spends 3 mana doing that. See what he goes for. The thing is, like, I don't even think I need to do that because if he attacks my mana's fine at the moment anyway. I have 1 basic left in the deck. Even Mind Sensor used to be all the rage with Hatebears. This used to be the card. You'd flash it in on 3 mana, your opponent would go to fetch, search their library for something else. Maybe they're doing a Birthing Pod activation. Bam, Aven Mind Sensor. This does sort of like screw over his mana a little bit. I just don't think I care. Alright, so we lose Aqueous Form and an Aura and a Suppression Field there. I mean, I'm not like super upset there. Alright, Flicker Wisp. Oh, he's going for flying damage in the air. Let's find some life gain here. Not life gain, but it is an Aura. I'm still not winning the race. I'm in a lot of trouble here. I need some life gain. I say after sideboarding out one staggering insight. Oof. Really, the card I need is Daybreak Coronet. Also, Vigilance would help a lot, and I sided out both Sentinel's Eyes. Just take 5 damage here. I can't take this for much longer. Super awkward. Surprisingly, he's like lined up pretty well with us. Alright, let's hope for no Daybreak Coronet. Oh, damn it. Daybreak Coronet 2 cards down. I guess that's too late, so technically we won out by letting that happen. Alright, this one we want to counter. We need double white. Alright, so we can only cast one spell a turn. Oh, we find fuck all. Oh well, no Daybreak for us. Sad times. Let's get into the next one. Alright, so here we are for match number 3. We lost the die roll. We're going to be on the draw. I think this hand's capable. It's missing a little bit of action, but being on the draw, we're going to see that extra card. We've got Force of Negation interaction to protect our hand. Alright, so no turn 1 play from our opponent. Find another Bogle. Yeah, that's not what we're looking for. Let's play out this one. Pass the turn. Opponent cracking that Bloodstained Mire. Oh, it looks like potentially a Jund deck with that Overgrown Tomb. See what else he's about. Black Cleave Cliffs. Definitely looks like Jund now. Renin 6. Sure. I don't care about that. The card I want to counter is Liliana of the Veil. Even though, like, I have a lot of auras though, so a lot of creatures, so I don't really need to worry too much about Lily. As long as I play a creature ahead, one creature ahead each turn. Alright, so let's just play out this Invisible Stalker attack. I guess we attack Renin 6. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna care. Well, maybe I will. If he starts rebounding Assassin's Trophies, that's kind of sad for us. We can counter Assassin's Trophy, we can't counter Abrupt Decay. Season Pyromancer is fine. Millennial Jund here. Right here. Millennial Jund. Alright, let's see what he discards. Dark Confidant and a Wooded Foothills. So he gets 1 elemental token. Come on, show me Gauss off the top. Sure, whatever. Well, it's not gas, but at least it's something. Get closer to killing this Renin 6 here. Actually, maybe I should put that on the Bogle. Maybe not. I think I'm going to attack the Renin 6 here. I should have put the Aqueous Form on the Bogle, so I got 2 attacks here, 1 extra point of damage. This can definitely go on the bottom because we don't need any more land. Oh, at least it's like for 3 damage. We can have Renin 6 dead in this next turn. Fortunately, we just don't have the aggression to go after him. Go after his life total. Like, if it was faster, I think I'd try to race him, but Bloodbraid off, sure. So Cascade can happen. He finds Croxer. That's kind of lame. Now the question is, do I want to show him my Force of Negations? I sort of think I value the Bogle slightly higher here because it has the chance to chump block a Croxer. Alright, opponent gets to attack for a fair bit of damage. I think at this point we need to stop attacking Ren and 6 and start attacking our opponent. Maybe we wasted a bit too much time as well because his life total is slightly higher than it needs to be. Just attacks with Bloodbraid Elf. Seasoned Pyromancer on defense still. Not willing to attack with the Elemental token or the Pyromancer. That's very confusing to me. Well, we fucking draw lands, so that sounds about right. I guess we get Ren and 6 off the table now. That can go on the bottom. I guess it adds 1 power to the board, but like, who cares? Alright, well, I play out my Bogle. If my opponent manages to escape Croxer, that's sort of not the worst. We lose a Force Negation, whatever, but against Liliana, we're pretty well placed. We've got an unblockable creature and like 2 creatures to sack on the side. He's got another Ren 6, so like I've just wasted so much time by going after that bloody thing. Definitely a misplay attacking the Ren 6. I think we sort of had to finish it off, but yikes, we've drawn very poorly. So much mana, so many creatures, not enough auras. Take 3. Or come on, man, give me some fucking gas. It's starting to get a little bit frustrating. Yeah, that can stay on top. Sweet. At least we have something that interacts with our opponent next turn. We can leave Seachrome Coast in hand here, because if our opponent goes to escape Croxer, I kind of might want to keep Force of Negation. I think I'm going to chump block Tarmogoyf with 1 Bogle here. X-Chat's hosting for 222 viewers. Thank you very much, man. Or XQ Chats, I should say. Alright, so we are now getting attacked for a decent chunk of damage. Let's just go ahead, block the Tarmogoyf, take 5. We can even block, like, we can even counter a lightning bolt here to the face. Come on. Alright, so we find the Path to Exile. We knew we were going to find that one. We'll just continue to ignore Ren 6 like we should have done to begin with. Alright, any aura is sort of good at the moment. We'll keep that one. Now we've got Path plus Force of Negation mana up. Opponent Lightning Bolt. Kind of have to counter that. I don't really like it, but my life total is so low right now. If we'd attacked our opponent instead of the Ren and 6, we would be in a much better spot here. Played that so bad. We'd actually risk killing him in this next attack, and as it is, we're going to be too much damage short. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked at all. Should have just been on defense, block the Bloodbraid Elf, Path the Tarmogoyf. Get the better board state. Opponent plays the Scavenging Ooze. They're not going for Croxer. That's pretty good for us, actually. Yeah, I don't know why I even topped that spell. That was just I've just played terribly this game all round. If I played this better, we definitely could have got the win. This is like for 4 and we could attack for 4 and get the win off that and junk. But now we just take too much damage wide because they have scavenging ooze and we did the wrong card. All right, let's concede. Let's get into the next one. Into sideboarding. All right, so what do we want here? It's sort of a Jund deck. So Liliana of the Veil seems good. I think I'm going to do that instead of Force of Negation. How do I feel about Petty Theft? Suppression Field has potential to be good. If I'm removing Force of Negation, having Brazen Borrow Petty Theft seems good because I can protect my auras by bouncing them to hand, which is something that I haven't really been able to do before. Pretty good tempo as well. I think overall Aqueous Form is probably not where we want to be. I might trim one. The others might be okay. Cartouche seems pretty reasonable. Alright, let's just remove the Aqueous Forms. We've got the Spirit Mantle there anyway. I'll remove I don't know, I kind of like Cartouche. Maybe I'll just remove the Spirit Mantle or a land. I'll remove a land. Alright, let's go with that. Remove a fetch land as well because we're bringing in the suppression field, right? Alright, so we'll be on the play. One lander, unfortunate. After removing the land from our deck as well. Alright, so this hand's a good enough one to keep. Hopefully we don't get Thought Seized here. I think we put Daybreak Coronet on the bottom of our library. So bottom the Daybreak. It's like so much riskier because Stalker's a turn 2 creature and Bogles a turn 1 creature. Much better if it pays off though. Maybe they won't go for it because they might think that we have Stubborn Denial, but like you just go for it anyway, right? Alright, well we're just in a lot of trouble now. We're at the mercy of the top of our deck. Unfortunately, no Leyline. Leyline took up the 4 slot, so we wouldn't have had Force of Negation up here anyway. We're probably not mulling to 5 just to look for Leyline either. Alright, we find Staggering Insight, which is nice. We can potentially lock our opponent off some mana here. Overall, I don't feel optimistic about this game. I think we're just going to lose it. Alright, well there's Ronin 6 now, but he's not going to be able to activate Collector Roof. What artifacts do I have? What? I don't understand. Alright, mono draw auras now. Opposite to our first game against this opponent. Alright, well, Collector Roof beat down. Let's go. What artifact does he think I have? Tarmogoyf. Leaving up red mana, so we got to read on Lightning Bolt. Alright, well, we finally draw an Invisible Stalker, and we're still in a really good spot here to get back into the game. Staggering Insight gaining us life, potentially. Hopefully we draw a non-fetch land so we can do Ethereal Armor plus Staggering Insight. That would be absolutely ideal. Taking a bit of damage from Lightning Bolt there. Opponent, Bloodbraid Elf here. Oh man. Oh, the aggression is being poured on now. Alright, I pretty much need land here. A white land. Oh boy. Alright, Seachrome Coast is a pretty good white land to hit. Now I kind of need him to have no Abrupt Decay because I'm sort of forced into going on defense here. Because, like, I can't attack her, else I just take too much lethal. I go to 9, I take 3, 6, 9, 11. So, yeah, I just need him to not have Abrupt Decay or Assassin's Trophy or Maelstrom Pulse. Would be so different if our creature didn't get Thought Seized. We would have been attacking with Staggering Insight, got some life gain, got some card draw, be in a very different spot here. I guess it's the same damage no matter what we block. GG to the instant. Does he not have it? Cycle Peatland? No. 4 mana? 4 mana Cycle Peatland. Okay. Okay, we're still in this one. We did take 1 extra damage from his Tarmogoyf though, and we go to 1. Oh shit. I didn't really count properly then. Okay, okay, shit. I guess we should have blocked the Tarmogoyf there. So if we attack here for 5, 6, we'll gain 6, go to 7. That's still not good enough. Put down Pro Creatures. And look to block again. And then we can attack in the following turn. Because he's just still dealing 9, 10, 11 damage. Or 10 damage. Yeah, okay, we can't attack. Alright. Well, maybe slightly better position if we block the Goyf. Shocks in Blood Crypt. What does that mean for us? Alright, well that's game. I didn't play any of this optimally against this opponent. I was expecting more of a classic Jund list than the other effects he had. Such as the 3 mana red creature. God, I'm getting so tired. I can't remember card names anymore. Seasoned Pyromancer. Seasoned Pyromancer and Dark Confidant are not what like a conventional Jund list would run at the moment. But they're going off the Croxa variant. Alright, we found our opponent. Definitely just on me for playing that badly. We could have had the win. Alright, so here we are. Match number 4. Won the die roll. Versing Dark Zero. No creature. We mulligan. Alright, this hand's great. We keep. I might pitch the Forced Negation in this scenario. And hand's got most stuff. It's pretty unlikely it's Ponza. We'll get a pretty reasonable board state before then. I think most scenarios I can just go for Flooded Strand here and it's just okay. Conserve that 1 point of damage. Now the Bloodstained Mire. Is black the theme of the day? Swamp. Well, okay, goodbye Curious Obsession. I hardly knew you, Curious Obsession. Ah, no. Well, maybe we draw another one off top of our library and all of what our opponent's doing is undermined. Maybe. Just maybe. Alright, well, pretty much you just take Curious Obsession if you're an attrition-based deck here. Maybe Daybreak Coronet is just that scary. My guess is it's a Shadow deck at the moment. Although, he fetched a basic, so maybe not. Alright, so he goes after the Daybreak Coronet. We get a free chance to cast our Curious Obsession and our Ethereal Armor. Drawing the Sentinel's Eye. So if he makes us discard this time, we're going to be okay because we're going to get it back from the grave. All right, we draw a Hallowed Fountain too. Not too shabby. 6 power Vigilance creature going to be online soon. Don't mind it. So black-red. Croxer. Oh, baby. Here's the level up. This is why I started playing Sentinel's Eyes again, because of you, Croxer. Alright. It's got to be a feels bad for the opponent. And we draw the Curious Obsession. Let's go. Alright, so ditch these ones from the graveyard. Done. Whoop. Tap the wrong color there. Alright, let's play out the Curious Obsession here. Attack for 8. That's more than half your total, opponent. Draw 2 cards. And forget to play a land out. Awkward. Whoops. My bad. Opponent concedes. Doesn't matter. It's too powerful. Alright, let's go. Let's bring in these ley lines here. And did I bring in something else random there? A path? I probably don't want path here. It looks like it's just centered around Croxer. I don't think I need to worry about Death Shadow, or else he'd be way more aggressive with his life total. Surgical for Croxer seems a bit better than Path. Brazen Borrower doesn't seem fantastic. So I'm expecting more Dark Confidence and Seasoned Pyromancers. Maybe Liliana of the Veil. Is Force Negation good then? So we got Leyline. Maybe I'll just leave in like 2 Force. And remove some Aqueous Forms, because that seems kind of weak. And then I've got like 6 effects that protect me from turn 1 Thoughtseers. I kind of like that. Alright, cool. This hand's pretty nutty. Let's keep it. Oh, it's been so long since I've had a good 7 against the Thoughtseize deck. I love this so much right now. Alright, Leylane, let's get out there. You got this, my friend. Alright, Blackcleave Cliffs into nothing. Let's go. Alright, so we're Flooded Stand, end step, fetch a Hallowed Fountain. Then we can Stalker during our turn. Ren in 6, alright. Sure. Just another Jund list then. Just another Jund list. Well, I'm not going to make the same mistake I made against the last one, which was attacking Ren in 6. It seemed like a good idea at the time with a 3-power creature, but alas, it lost me the match. Alright, so Stalker down. We draw the Bogle, so now we can get Liliana protection through an Abrupt Decay. That's pretty spicy. Opponent plays the Blood Crypt. Is his Seasoned Pyromancer here? Tireless Tracker. Well, that's garbage. That does nothing against us. The wacky stuff Jund is doing at the moment. Holy shit. So we can sort of save a damage here. We already get out of the range of Anger of the Gods. I think the likelihood of my opponent having engineered explosives is reasonably low. Maybe my reader's wrong. We get to draw a card here. We can play the Bogle out second main. Yeah, let's play out a Bogle. Only 1 white source at the moment. We can cycle our Waterlogged Grove. Find another card. Visible Stalker being unblockable. Very, very powerful here. Alright, so untaps another Curious Obsession. Okay, well, fucking man. You're so not getting there this game, I'm sorry to tell you. Attack him for 9, ignore Ren and 6 still. We now have engineered explosives protection, kind of not. Double card draw. Alright, single card draw. He's got 1 Assassin's Trophy. On my Ethereal Armor, okay. Let's get that white mana. And then we get our card draw. Alright, well, he gets to stay in the game for a little bit longer. Play out another Stalker, I suppose. Yep, opponent missed land drops as well. No Tireless Tracker clue tokens from any of that. This is the worst Ren and 6 in the history of Ren and 6. It's not returned a single land. Maelstrom Pulse? Alright, that's pretty spicy. Force Negation is going to be good. We can keep that up as interaction. Does my opponent stop ticking up Ren and 6 as well? He didn't tick up Ren and 6. Very odd. Alright, Force Negation interaction this time. Alright, opponent concedes. Let's go. Alright, get into the next one. We're versing a random deck. Random deck's on the play. We're on the draw. And we're going to mull this one. So currently 2-2, 5th and final match. Mull this one. Alright, we have a keep. So usually on like hands where you lose resources, you'll ditch cards that sort of don't do anything. Aqueous Form overlaps with Coronet. And we can't really... Oh man. Oh man. Had me scared. Oh, okay, we draw the Slippery Bogle. We'll lead on that one. Is this Jund? Feel a little less good. Insolent Neonate. Okay, it's just Dredge. I feel better against Dredge. Dredge is going to be easier for us. Let's just attack our opponent for 1, play a second main Invisible Stalker. Using the Invisible Stalker means our opponent's not going to be able to chump block it with Narcomoebas and Silver Smoke Ghouls. He's just going to crack this one off anyway, but... Wow, he's actually traded it? Oh, mate. Is that the outplay of the century right there? Unless this is something like way more sinister, like a Griselbrand deck. Okay, Temple of Malice. This is a Griselbrand deck. Let's see if we can find our Force of Negations now, a counter magic. That's going to be a good start. Because, yeah, this is going to look to cheat in Griselbrand, and it's a little scary. A little scary. I think it can do it over consecutive turns because they have, like, an Ox or a Ram creature that attacks and puts a creature into play. Alright, what do we draw? Curious Obsession. Well, we can get a really big creature happening here next turn. We're going to get our creature to 7. Blood Crypt tapped. Alright, opponent with a slow hand. Alright, let's continue to progress our board. Attack for 7. He's on 17. We'll put him to 10. We'll get 2 card draws this time. I think we can pretty safely get this Hyena Umbra out now. Alright. Still no counter magic as interaction, but we've got a really good creature now. Bigger than the Griselbrand. Moment of truth though. Can they combo us? We're tapped out and everything. Opponent concedes. Okay. Maybe he's trying to save face so that we potentially don't know what he's up to. I'm going to look up a quick deck list. Alright, so... yeah. I mean, yeah, I probably want my ley lines, actually. Oh, let's hope he doesn't have it, and if he has it, maybe I can force it. Alright, well, we're just going to force a Thoughtseize here. Force pitching, force. That'll do it. Temple of Malice, scry 1, sweet. Scry away. Alright, scrying top. So he's found a combo piece off that one. We find a second mana, that's pretty nice. It means we'll have a better turn next turn. Maybe we can hold up Path to Exile, attack with Curious Obsession, hold up Path to Exile, and force a negation. Blood Moon? I'm sorry, I'm absolutely not okay with Blood Moon happening here. No thank you. No thank you, opponent. Alright, well, we're playing into Anger of the Gods a little bit here, but we're sort of playing around a second Blood Moon. I'll put that on top just to play around Blood Moon. And then we can let damage happen, draw a card. Maybe it's just Aqueous Form plus Hyena Umbra. I don't know. Well, he's done nothing after that. Alright, let's put down some more pressure. Attack. Look to build our board state. This can go on the bottom. We don't need double scry. It doesn't stack well. Guess we'll add a second Bogle to the board to use the mana. Maybe we can path it for a basic if our opponent goes for another Blood Moon here. Alright, well, all the creatures. Still, Force absolutely saving our ass this game. Completely different story. That can stay on top. That's an aura I'm very excited to see. Play it post-combat and just hold up some mana. Alright, opponent finds a swamp. Still doing nothing. Sure. I'm a fan of Suppression Field here. I'll go for that. Buff my creature by 1. And attack on in. Get us Scry. Alright, that can stay on top. Sweet. We finally find a card we want. We don't cast it this turn, but that's fine by me. Opponent's on 1. What do you got, opponent? Nourishing Shoal. Alright. Gaining 11. That'll do it. That'll keep him in the game for a bit longer. Ditching Worldspine Worm. Alright, well, stagger. The Windswept Teeth will cost us 2 mana to crack because we've got a suppression field out. Opponent concedes to the Staggering Insight. Okay, good team. So that's a 3-2. Awesome. That's after misplaying against our Jund opponent really hard. And I think we misplayed against Parrot as well. No, Parrot was the Yorion deck, the mono white Yorion deck. Alright, so we can just do a bit of a debrief on the deck now because I mean it's pretty serious, like getting the Force upgrade here, getting the Brazen Borrow upgrade. These are things I have been talking about for months, and finally we have it here for everyone to enjoy. Overall, I am very impressed with 4 Force of Negation. I haven't actually been playing on paper despite owning Force Negation on paper as a 4 of, and this whole deck on paper, I haven't actually played blue-white Bogles on paper. I am very, very impressed with the performance so far. I think, obviously, we misplayed a little bit, mainly due to myself being tired, but we can clean that up a little bit in future events. In future events, tournaments, all of that. Yeah, looks pretty good so far. I'm not exactly hugely sold on this random cartouche of Solidarity. It doesn't feel that good to me. I think this is a flex slot that can do something else. Maybe we do want some flying back in the deck. I don't know. I think now with access to 4 Force Negations, we're a little bit less weak to Thoughtseize. So maybe we can just hedge our bets, get some Arcane Flights in the deck. I might just go back to 2. I might -1 Aqueous Form, minus the Cartouche of Solidarity. Other than that, I think we're a little bit weak to these Hatebear decks. We're going to want to fit in this extra Torpor Orb somehow. Maybe I might even just put this Path to Exile in the main deck. I don't think we want to go down to 2 paths. I think 3 is correct. Let's just go 1 Arcane Flight, 2 Aqueous Forms. Keep the Sentinel's Eyes in. I've been impressed with Sentinel's Eyes. I think that's pretty solid. Pretty good stuff. Spirit Mantle is a 1 of. I mean, I've liked it. I think it's solid. It comes in. It can occasionally do some pretty impressive stuff. Act as a form of evasiveness. Adds power. It's 2 CMC. Gets past Engineered Explosives. Blast Zone. Chalice of the Void. All of that stuff. Brazen Borrower and Petty Theft was absolute freaking gassed. I love this so much. I have 2 copies of this card on paper but they're not foiled. They're non-foil. Yeah, I'm very impressed with Brazen Borrower. I can see that potentially being a main deck inclusion in an Ensnaring Bridge meta. Yeah, really, really strong. The fact that you get the creature afterwards as well is just so impressive to me. Like, oh, it's so good. So good. Yeah, we got Tail's End, Suppression Field. Suppression Field still felt fine. Maybe we want to trim on it. Up on Surgical, up on like a Brazen Borrower or a different effect, Torpor Orb. But yeah, I honestly think this is fine. So I will go on to a Bant deck tech real quick and just tuning that for extra Force and Negations. So we'll just do it this way. It's easier. So we can't actually add copies. Never mind. Alright, so we'll add 2 copies of Force to the list. We'll remove these Stubborn Denials. You've served us well, Stubborn Denial, but you're going to be coming out. We'll break this down into sort of a more readable format, right? Alright, and I said I potentially want 2 Invisible Stalkers. I think that's still the case. I still think we want Invisible Stalker. So we'll bring her in over here, or him in over here. We will fix all of those numbers up. Now, we're currently 2 cards over on the list. Sideboard we can look at after. I'm just looking mostly at main deck here. So overall, I've not been super impressed with Arcane Flight. I think maybe we can just cut it. Maybe we can go up on a Rancor. Cut the Arcane Flights. We've then got no flying in the deck. We've got Sentinel's Eyes as a 5th source of vigilance. This seems like a good spot to start from and test from. Obviously, Rancor allows us to push damage, that bit more aggression. Sideboard-wise, we probably need access to the 3rd path still. Stubborn Denial probably not needed, a little bit overkill. I think up on the Torpor Orb, just leave it pretty similar to what we've got on the list otherwise. We don't have Brazen Borrower here. Maybe I'm going to go a Brazen Borrower over the Suppression Field. Suppression Field didn't super excite me today. So go with that. That's my initial thoughts here. It might change before I record the next video with this deck. But yeah, that was awesome. Really good first running for us having the full access to the Force of Negations here. Very impressed with that. I hope everyone enjoyed the video on YouTube. I hope everyone enjoyed the streaming there. Thank you so much to everyone that hosted me and gave me a lot of views. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed the video, want to see more like it. I do daily Bogle content here, keep you up to date with how to combat today's modern metagame. And if you haven't already, look me up on Twitch. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, my time in Australia. There's a schedule in the description on Twitch. Yep. Have a great day, everyone. This was great. I'll see you next time.